Welcome to myinvestmentideas.com. In today's video, we are going to discuss about 11 mutual funds that created massive wealth by delivering between 376% and 415% absolute returns in the last 5 years. Mutual funds continue to be one of the best investment avenues for long-term wealth creation. With diversification and professional management, they reduce risks compared to direct stock investing. Over the years, they have consistently generated superior returns for disciplined investors. If you are a job holder or do business or a retired individual, investing on periodic basis in mutual funds always helps you to create wealth in medium to long term. To shortlist these top-performing mutual funds in the last 5 years, we applied certain filters. We looked across equity categories including large cap, mid cap, small cap, flexi cap, and thematic or sector funds. Only direct plans were considered, as they give better returns than regular plans. We further filtered funds that generated over 35% CAGR in the past 5 years. We could get 11 mutual funds. Before we dive into the funds, it's important to understand the difference between CAGR and absolute returns. CAGR, or compound annual growth rate, shows the yearly average growth rate. Absolute returns, on the other hand, show the total growth over the entire period. For example, a 35 to 39% CAGR translates into around 376 to 415% absolute returns in 5 years. Now let's take a closer look at the 11 mutual funds that outperformed in last 5 years with over 35% CAGR returns. These funds belong to categories such as mid-cap, small cap, flexi-cap, and even sectoral or thematic funds. These funds generated 35% to 39% CAGR returns in the last 5 years. If we translate to absolute returns, these have generated between 376% to 415% absolute returns over 5 years time frame. If one would have invested rupees 1 lakh in these mutual funds, the amount would have grown between rupees 4.7 lakhs to 5.15 lakhs. Now let us also look at how these funds performed in short to long term of 3 to 10 years. This view helps investors to look at broader aspect instead of just last 5 years performance. These funds have significantly outperformed the broader indices and showcased the real power of mutual fund investing in short term, medium term and long term. Except for HDFC Infra Fund, all these funds have generated over 17% annualized returns either in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years time frame. HDFC Infra Fund generated 13% CAGR returns in last 10 years. While these 11 mutual funds have delivered extraordinary returns, it is important to remember that mutual funds always come with risks. For example, some of the funds in this list are infrastructure funds. Now, infrastructure mutual funds depend heavily on government policies, regulatory approvals, and overall economic growth. Any delays in policy execution or slowdown in the economy can severely affect their performance. Similarly, we have mid-cap mutual funds. Mid-cap companies are relatively smaller compared to large-cap companies. They can grow much faster, but at the same time, they are more volatile. During bull markets, they deliver outstanding returns, but during market downturns, they can also fall much sharper than large caps. We also have thematic and sectoral mutual funds. These funds are highly concentrated in a single sector or theme like commodities or PSU. If that sector or theme performs well, the returns can be exceptional. However, if the sector or theme faces headwinds, the fund's performance can deteriorate significantly, as diversification is very limited. Therefore, while chasing high returns is tempting, investors must carefully evaluate their risk appetite and investment horizon before investing in such funds. To sum it up, mutual funds can multiply wealth significantly when you stay invested for the long term. Choosing direct plans boosts returns further. However, always remember that past performance is not a guarantee for the future. If you like these tips, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. For queries, you can reach Suresh at myinvestmentideas.com.